Mandalorian armor has always been a big deal in Star Wars, ever since fans met Boba Fett back in 1980, but we're learning more and more about it in The Mandalorian, and probably will in the Book of Boba Fett, so today we're going to talk about the evolution of Mandalorian armor in Star Wars Legends. The first recognizable version of somewhat standardized armor was worn by Mandalorian Crusaders. It was designed around defense during close quarters combat, with jagged edges giving it a very distinct look, but the T-shaped visor in the helmet first appeared at this time during the Great Sith War, about 4,000 years before the Battle of Yavin. Only 20 years later, Mandalorian armor had evolved greatly into the Neo-Crusader armor under the leadership of Mandalore the Ultimate. The armor became far more standardized as they conquered more and more of the galaxy, eventually sparking the Mandalorian Wars. Different colors in the armor represented ranks. Veterans wore silver, field marshals wore gold, rally masters wore red, and all other members wore blue. The armor also became specialized for some tasks, as seen in Neo-Crusader shock troopers. Nearly 4,000 years later is when we finally see what we most commonly know of as Mandalorian armor. Known as Mandalorian Supercommando Armor, it was made up of a helmet and several individual plates of Beskar worn around the body. Several accessories could be added, including rangefinders, jetpacks, and gauntlets that could further carry a number of defensive or offensive options like whipcords, flamethrowers, and more. While not strictly Mandalorian armor, I do think it's worth mentioning clone trooper armor and the inspiration it took from Mandalorian culture. Of course, a Mandalorian named Jango Fett served as the template for the clone army, and in Legends they were trained by several Mandalorians as well. During the Galactic Civil War, Mandalorians created a new kind of Crusader armor, the Marks II and III. Members of Death Watch and the criminal syndicate Black Sun conspired to create this new armor for the Rebel Alliance and the Empire, respectively. Over 100 years later, Mandalorians still roamed the galaxy, playing a part in the Sith-Imperial War, and we can see that their armor had evolved even further. And those are all the current versions of Mandalorian armor. Again, they're mostly all relegated to Legends, except of course for the Supercommando and Clone Trooper armor which we've seen in the films and various Star Wars series. But we've also seen a Neo-Crusader helmet in the Clone Wars episode Wookiee Hunt as one of several Easter egg trophies belonging to some Trandoshans. So I suppose we can assume Neo-Crusaders are still part of Mandalorian history somewhere. But that's it for today. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel to keep up with all our Book of Boba Fett coverage, follow us on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page for audio commentaries and video reactions for every Book of Boba Fett episode as it comes out. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.